पूना पीठाधीश्वर स्वामी अवधेशानंद गिरी जी आज प्रत्यक्ष रूप से इस वेबिनार में सम्मिलित हैं। मैं उनसे ये निवेदन करूंगा कि आज वो इस वेबिनार में इस पूरे सेशन को हेड करते हुए हमारे आध्यात्मिक दर्शन और हमारा बौद्धिक बल इस पर प्रकाश डालते हुए हम सब लोगों को संबोधित करेंगे। और हमें लगता है कि उनका संबोधन केवल इस वेबिनार को नहीं, पूरी दुनिया को एक नई दिशा देगा। पूज्य स्वामी।
मैं बैठे आप सभी बंधु भगिनियों को मेरा सादर अभिवादन। फाउंडर हील फाउंडेशन के आदरणीय स्वदीप श्रीवास्तव जी, इस अवसर पर आदरणीय जय प्रताप सिंह जी, आदरणीय डॉक्टर केशव सिंगल जी, और इस अवसर पर इस समूचे कार्यक्रम की नामकीय सत्ता आदरणीय राकेश शुक्ला जी, और इस वेबिनार में जुड़े हुए आप सब बंधु भगिनियों, विशेषकर चिकित्सक। और पहला प्रयोग है ये, जो बड़ा अद्भुत प्रयोग लग रहा है इस वैश्विक संकट काल में, पेंडेमिक के इस काल में कि जब पूरी धरती पर है असुरक्षा और एक प्रकार का अवसाद है, ऐसे काल में आपने एक संवाद का अवसर दिया है। हमारे शास्त्र कहते हैं कि वादे वादे जायते तत्वबोध, जब कभी व्यथा हो, अवसाद हो, चिंता हो, अल्पता और विशेषकर कोई रोग हो या मानसिक क्लेश हो या किसी भी प्रकार की मनुष्य के सामने चुनौती हो, तो वो संवाद करें और संवाद में उसे निदान मिलेगा, निराकरण के अनेक अवसर उसे प्राप्त होंगे, समाधान मिलेगा। कोरोना महामारी के काल में छोटी छोटी बातें हैं जिनको मैंने आपके सामने रखना है। एक तो विचार को रखें, समझकर अपने संकल्प को ठीक रखें, और एक आत्म गौरव की भी आपको अनुभूति होगी जब आप अच्छे विचार के साथ रहें। इसमें हम शास्त्र पढ़ सकते हैं, गीता का सहारा लें। सच तो है कि गीता का जन्म ही अवसाद के कारण हुआ। जो गीता का पहला अध्याय है वो विषाद ही हो। अर्जुन विषादग्रसित हो जाता है, अर्जुन अपनी सारे सामर्थ्य खो हो जाता है और वह भयभीत होने लगता है, और ऐसे काल में वो कर्तव्य को भूल जाता है और वह बस भाग लेता है, पलायन करता है। और उस समय जब वो पलायन कर रहा है, भयभीत है और अपने कर्तव्य से मुंह मोड़ लेता है, तब भगवान ने गीता का उसे उपदेश दिया। आप सब लोग बड़े आश्चर्यचकित होंगे। गीता उस समय सुनाई गई है जब भय में, स्ट्रेस, डिप्रेशन, अर्जुन के सामने बड़ा डिप्रेशन, के सामने के आसपास डिप्रेशन, स्ट्रेस है, एंजाइटी है, वो भाग रहा है, वो युद्ध से भाग रहा है, कर्तव्यों से भाग रहा है। तब भगवान गीता सुना। तो जो गीता के 18 अध्याय, उनमें पहला अध्याय अवसाद का, विषाद का है। और फिर मैं अगर ये कहना चाहूँ कि गीता अवसाद से आह्लाद की यात्रा, अवसाद से आनंद की यात्रा है, तो ये कोई अतिशयोक्ति नहीं। तो इस समय हम अवसाद से बचें और एक अच्छे विचार के साथ जुड़े। और जैसे अर्जुन को अच्छे विचार मिले, सकारात्मक और विधेयक विचार मिले, तब अर्जुन में 3 चीजें प्रकट होगी। एक उच्च चरित्र प्रकट हुआ, एक दिव्य उसके पास चिंतन का जागरण हुआ, और उसका एक अद्भुत व्यक्तित्व निकल कर है। तो हम गीता पढ़ सकते हैं, उपनिषदों का आश्रय ले सकते हैं, और अगर ये सब हमसे न भी पढ़ा जाए तो हम इतिहास की पुस्तकें लें, कहानियां लें और उन कहानियों के साथ जुड़ें, और उनमें गौरव गाथाएं, त्याग और बलिदान, शौर्य और धैर्य के वे हमें संवेग देंगी और हमारे भीतर के उस आनंद साम्राज्य को चैतन्य कर देंगी जो कहीं छुपा बैठा है। एक तो बात मुझे इस तरह से भी कहनी है कि हम अपनी रचनात्मकता को भी जगा सकते हैं, अपने भीतर के सृजन को भी जगा सकते हैं। और एक बार कहानी लिखने तो बैठो, एक लेखन का कार्य करते हैं। आपके भीतर एक लेखक छुपा है, आप में कोई विचारक, एक दार्शनिक, तत्ववेत्ता, आपके भीतर सच मानिए बड़ा इतिहासकार छुपा है। हर व्यक्ति में कोई कला तो है ही, हर व्यक्ति में कोई विभूति तो है ही, हर व्यक्ति के भीतर कोई एक वैशिष्ट तो छुपा ही हुआ है।
This is the right time when we also create a parallel army of healthcare influencers and educators and communicators, because there is already a very good army which is doing brilliantly on the ground. That is the frontline workers, healthcare workers, and a lot of other people who are bound to be on their duties today in spite of all the risks of COVID-19, and they are doing a brilliant job. Our Prime Minister has acknowledged that. We all together as a community have been acknowledging it. We have a session on them also, that is treat them well. They are doing so much for you. You have to treat them well now. So that session is also there in the afternoon today around 4:30 p.m. And we thought that, okay, they are doing their job on the ground. What we can do sitting back at home? So this is our duty to come as an influencer of varied forms, whether it is happiness walas or medical doctors or journalists like Saurabh, or a lot of other ecosystem players related to healthcare. We thought we create a group and they come and talk to the society, talk to the community, and community talks with them back. Because today, the biggest challenge of the community is the fear, which is looming large. It is the overall the fear of the unknown. It is about the whole disease, how much it will affect, how far it will go, when the lockdown will open. So there are so much of issues, topics, and overall conundrum, I would say, which is there today in the society. And the best way of breaking a conundrum is dialogue. And that's why this is one of the part of the series of the dialogue, which we have started. And we've tried to make it a little bigger by converting it into a live e-health summit, one of the largest online healthcare summit for the whole day, wherein we try to cover the various spectrum of the program, and through various topics, various sessions, and various experts coming on these sessions.
So we have with us Shri Jayapratap Singh Ji, Honorable Minister of Medical and Health Family Welfare, Mother and Child Welfare, Government of Uttar Pradesh. We welcome you, sir.
Thank you.
So, sir, this session is about that we have superheroes in healthcare workers, and then the government had to bring in an ordinance. UP government is doing a fabulous job, where with Noida now being contained and lesser number of cases and getting their migrant laborers back. But what are the actions the government is doing for healthcare workers, doctors, nurses, nursing aides, home healthcare, Safai Karamchari, police, delivery boys? What all is being done specifically for healthcare workers in Uttar Pradesh?
Your question is that today our workforce is well protected when we talk about protection, because we've given them all the facilities of personal protection, equipment, masks, sanitizers, triple layer masks, and created our infrastructure at every level: hospitals, isolation beds, quarantine facilities, and continuously going into hotspot areas where it's quite a dangerous thing also to go into hotspot area where a whole lot of patients have come in, a whole lot of positive cases have come in, and to go house to house sanitizing each house. We have ASHA workers who do all our work at that lowest level. They have their own team. They go to all the houses. They take all the samples. They try and assess who's got fever or who has a breathing problem, who has symptoms which are similar to corona. And that entire system of going to all these places, sanitizing, sampling, it's quite a bit of a danger for even the doctors, and especially the doctors who are treating them at isolation centers and all that. So to ensure everything, we've also created a corpus fund, of course, the help of the center, where each and every worker or a doctor or anybody who comes in contact, and for God forbid that he doesn't die, if he dies, then he gets a lump sum amount of, as an insurance health cover of 50 lakhs. So all these things we've tried to maintain to keep their morale up. We're continuously in touch with them. We're continuously providing them with logistics so that they're able to do, and continuous changes in training also all the time. So at the moment, we're trying to do whatever the best is for the thing here.
Thank you, sir. We heard about the government's efforts on corpus and containment. Give a bit more clarity on if a doctor or a nurse or a healthcare worker gets infected and needs treatment, what is the policy on healthcare insurance of the government employees and the private employees?
No, if they get infected, whether he's a doctor in the government service or even if he's a doctor in a private service, then they have to go into quarantine. They go into isolation area where they are treated completely. The government takes care of all that, the entire treatment taken by the government only, and we treat them till they become okay. As it is, we have a system where when the staff is working at isolation centers, so they work for about 14 days over there. Then they are rotated. Then another team comes for 14 days. The first team.
So Dr. Seth, Dr. Raghuram, Dr. Singhal, Mr. Sajendranath, Mr. Vivek Tiwari and Mr. Sunil Thakur, thank you for making it a real discussion for specific interventions. I'd like to sum up by saying that we in India have shown the way to the world. I'm not a sycophant, but I'm also not driven to criticizing personalities. I would say we should, if there would be a Nobel Prize for tackling COVID, we should go to Modi, to our Prime Minister. I know there's a lot of work for him to do over the next 60 days to bring back the economy. Investments in healthcare infrastructure will go up. That's a logical corollary. And Vivek, your specific intervention suggestion about making sure that there is a law against physical or verbal abuse to healthcare providers. Dr. Seth, your advice that economy, livelihood, losses may outstrip the loss of life and create the loss of life. So bringing back that in a systematic and thought-out manner is needed. Dr. Raghuram talked about the fact that there are other diseases like cancer that people are dealing with. And you, as the president of the Association of Surgeons, have given specific advice on that. Dr. Singhal, thank you for being a panelist from UK and sharing the view that we really need a vaccine and India could produce a vaccine. And Vivek, thank you again for being the bridge between Indian hospitals and the supplies they need. Thank you, and I hope to join with you in another discussion another day in happier times when we've had a vaccine and hopefully COVID is not a bigger issue. Thank you.
Thank you.
God bless you.